Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Okay, so I'm coming on because I'm going to be making a few small journals. Now, I like making journals, but it's not always possible time-wise to make big fancy ones all the time. I do make fancy ones and fat ones and all different journals. This one is just a file folder one, but it's relatively plain on the inside. Okay, now I want to be able to send out little journals to people in friend mail, or you might just be looking to make a small journal for yourself, writing things down for your channel or any reason. You know, I like to take one in my bag with me when I'm going out. So I'm going to show you how I make a really quick and easy journal, like I said, to either send in friend mail or for yourself. Now I'm going to pick a cover. I like this one. This is from the Inspiring Boho paper pad that I got from the range. Okay, how are we doing? Right, now this is really simple. You need this 12 by 12 sheet, and then I've got these A4 papers. Now I've coffee stained these and ink stained them. If you check out my how I stain my papers video, you will see how I make these papers. I'll link that video in the description box. So all I've got here is a selection of papers. These are just plain copier papers that have been coffee stained. Manuscript paper that has been ink stained and coffee stained. Just some lined paper, some bookkeeping paper, this pad, this things to do pad, and some graph paper, and that's just another sheet of the plain paper. So I've got 20 bits, no I've not, I've got 10 bits here altogether, and when this is made into a journal, this will give you 40 pages back and front, which I think is plenty for a small journal. So all I'm going to do is put that to the side, take my papers first of all. We're just going to fold these in half. Really simple. Decide which side you would like to be your facing page. Okay, so I've folded all my sheets in half, and all I'm going to do now is decide which way that I want them. So I'll have that one to start off with. And what I usually do is put the plain ones into a pile, and then the ledger paper and the graph paper and things in a pile. So take the ones you want, and this is totally self-preference, whichever way you like it. And I usually try and have like a little mix and match of the plain and the stripy. Now at this point, as you'll see, I'm keeping this really simple. I really don't want this to be anything other than a quick journal tutorial. You can add your doilies, you can add in your Edith Holden pages, you can add in your book pages, your colouring pages, your tracing paper, your envelopes, all your kind of bits and pieces at this point. But I don't want that. I just want this to be really the simplest of journals. It's still beautiful papers, they still smell lovely, they still look nice, they're still tactile and nice and crunchy, but I'm not going to put anything in between them. I'm just going to keep it like that. Then I'm going to take my 12 by 12 sheet, make sure it's the right way up, and let's see how much this was over the paper. that actually just goes about right. I might have to take a wee smidgen off, but what I'm going to do is pop that there. Now I'm only doing a card cover on this. I'm not doing an envelope. I'm not doing fabric covered card, anything like that. I'm just doing a simple 12 by 12. So you can do this double-sided if you want. This one is 250 GSM, but I'm just doing it one-sided and one sheet of card. Okay, let's cut the extra off. That coffee paper smells beautiful. Again, let's see. So, papers are going to be a tiny wee bit tight, so I'm going to take a bit off of these papers. Again, this is really easy. And if you don't mind your paper slightly overhanging at the edge of your journal, you don't have to do this. This is just for me. So all I do is take it to my trimmer, take it to the 1 centimetre and take it off. And I'll do that with all the pages. Take it to the 1 centimetre. So you're hardly taking off anything at all. It just makes it a bit neater. But like I said, you don't have to do that. Okay, so that just took a couple of minutes, and it just took 1 centimetre off each page. And then when you place it inside your journal, you'll see it's a lot neater now. It fits a lot better. So what I'm going to do before I put the papers in is the bit that we cut off the side. I'm going to pop this in here, and this will make a pocket at the front and a pocket at the back. Easiest pockets to make. It's seriously just sticking on. You can sew these on if you want, but I'm just going to glue them on. So I'm in the middle of watching Rain, and oh my god, it's really good. It's addictive. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, guys, just in case you're watching it as well, but oh, I love it. It's really good. It's about Mary Queen of Scots and everything that she's gone through in her life, and it's a great programme. And not just because I'm Scottish, it's just a brilliant programme altogether. It's got loads of twists and it's really good. Okay, so that is that. Now, let's give it a wee helping hand. Make sure it's... You might get this wee bit that comes over the edge here when you fold it. That's fine. Let it dry before you trim it. So, at this point, you can go ahead and sew the journal in. But because I want to make it easy, if you're not used to sewing journals in, now what I mean by sewing journals in is what I've done with this journal. You have a signature, or 2 or 3 signatures, whatever you want. And in the middle, this one's got 2, in the middle of the signature you'll see I have a jute string, and I've sewn it in through the book. I will link my How I Make a Journal as well down below, and you can check that out, how I do my binding. But for this one, because we want to keep it extra simple, and if I want to make a batch of these, I don't want to be sewing them in and things. So what I'm going to do is take this jute string, take a good length of it. Now, by a good length, let's see, I mean 1, 2, say you could wrap it round the book twice. Now that's probably going to be more than enough, but whatever you cut off you can use on a different project anyway. So I'm just using that black and white jute string just because it's the one that I've got on my desk. Open this up to the centre. Now at this point, just to make it a bit easier for myself to handle, I'm going to take some bulldog clips and just put my page, make sure they're all together, and put them roughly where I want them, so that there's an equal space at the top and at the bottom, and then bulldog clip them on. Oops, wait a minute, one slipped, like that. Now with my jute string, going to sort of take it in the middle, make sure I've got equal lengths both sides, and lay it here. Turn it over, take it that way, and cross it over itself as if you were going to tie a knot. Take it back to the centre. Now at this point you want to make sure that one of the strings is on one side of the centre string and one of it is on the other, so just pull it over this side, and then you want to cross it over to the other side. So cross that one over to that side, cross that one over to that side. And then all we're going to do is tie a knot. Now it's not going to be super tight because you don't want to buckle the top or the bottom of your book, but however it is tight enough to hold in your pages. And what I like about this system is you can add more pages in, or you can take pages out if you've made a mistake. So what I do is I just tie a normal knot and then I tie a double knot. Okay, tie a double knot. My big finger's getting in the way. Okay, tie a double knot, there we go, and then tie another knot, and I just leave them loose. Cut it a wee bit, but you can put charms on them, make it into a bookmark. I just leave that loose. Take the bill clip off and take it to the start. Now you have this gorgeous wee journal, and you can add charms onto this. So when you open it up, you'll see it's not, I mean, it's like a sort of it's like a traveller's notebook, junk journal kind of. So you have the pocket on the front. Now at this stage I'm going to take off this wee slither of the card just to neaten it up at the bottom. You have your pocket on the front, you can add your tags and your receipts and things on it. You can do your stamping. Like I say, you might have already made this with double-sided card, but you now have a journal that has all these sheets. Wait a minute, I've got that upside down. Have I? No, I've not. It's got all, no I've not. It's got all these sheets that you can either send out like this to the person that you're sending it to, and they can decorate it the way they want it. There's your middle of your signature. Or you can stamp, you can use your stencils, you can go ahead and make tuck spots and pockets and add laces on. Now the good thing about this binding system as well is if you want to take a sheet out and add a sheet and sew the lace on with the sewing machine, it's easy to slip out and put back in, but you still have your configuration of your journal. And then at the back you have your pocket as well. So I think they're really nice, and you can make them whatever size you want. They're thin enough to look like a jotter. Again, you can go on and decorate the front. And I just think it's a really nice wee sort of traveller's notebook journal that you can send to people. And yeah, nice and simple and easy, and I love it. You can go ahead, as I say, and put your tag in here and put your this book belongs to and things like that. Before you tie this, you can add on little charms or tie on bits of fabric to the jute string, and there's hundreds of things you can do, but this is really just a really simple way to show you that all you need is 10 pieces of A4 paper and a 12 by 12 piece of card. So if you like this video guys, please let me know in the comments box, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.